to allow Marguerite to leave the house, which upsets her because she wanted to see her friends. The day Jacques visits, it mostly goes the same way, except he's actually much more aggressive towards Marguerite and insulting towards Jean. Marguerite doesn't take off her shoes as an invitation, she accidentally loses her while trying to escape from him. In the bedroom, she fights as hard as she can against Jacques and never stops screaming and crying for help, showing how she absolutely hates the experience. After Jacques leaves, Marguerite tries to take a bath to get rid of her attacker's seed, but it's interrupted when Nicole and the servants come back. Since then, Marguerite is distant and doesn't eat well. Marie comes over to visit her and tell her she's pregnant, which makes Marguerite cry, but she pretends it's from happiness. Later, when Jean comes home and Marguerite shares what happened, Jean reacts with anger, going as far as grabbing her by the neck. Marguerite swears she's telling the truth, so Jean lets her go and, ignoring how she feels, he assumes Jacques did this just to hurt him. Crying, Marguerite explains she wants to speak up but nobody will take her seriously without his support, and Jean accepts to help as long as Marguerite spends one more night with him to avoid Jacques being the last man that knew her. After talking to the town council, Marie begins ignoring Marguerite. She doesn't believe her because she remembers Marguerite saying Jacques is handsome. Afterward, Marguerite has an argument with Jean, not liking the way the story is spreading as gossip. Unfortunately, Jean points out that Pierre is the courts, and this is the only way they'll be granted a trial. Later, Nicole scolds Marguerite for speaking up because it's brought shame to the family. She thinks the truth doesn't matter and offers herself as an example. The same thing happened to Nicole when she was young, and she stayed silent for the sake of her own safety. When the trial finally begins months later, Marguerite is pregnant, and the judges have lots of questions for her that try to make her look like she's lying. They point out that she said Jacques was handsome in the past, and that she's pregnant now after years of failing to birth an heir. Believing it's true that you need to enjoy the experience to get pregnant, they accuse her of carrying Jacques' baby because she did like being with him, but Marguerite denies it, explaining abuse could never be enjoyable. Seeing as they cannot reach a conclusion, the king agrees to carry on with the duel.